With the news that dropped today that Gerrit Cole will be out for 1 to 2 months to start this season, where should the Yankees go from here? What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street, and welcome back to King's Speech. Let's just get right into it. We got a lot of shit to talk about, starting with, without Gerrit Cole, like I brought up in my video from yesterday, the Yankees' number one would either be Carlos Rodon or Marcus Stroman. That team is not a division winner. That team is not a World Series contender. So where should the Yankees pivot from here? Again, it's only 1 to 2 months. It's not end all be all. This was actually the best news the Yankees could have gotten after hearing it was a UCL type of injury. The Yankees still need to manage from this point forward to that end of May. There are really 2 options on the table, 3 if you want to include one that's not really been talked about, but we're going to leave that option to the side. The 2 options are really trade for Dylan Cease or sign Blake Snell. Now, in this video, I'm going to bring up what my thoughts are on this debate. Starting with Dylan Cease. Is Dylan Cease a good starting pitcher? Yes, he has done some good in the league for Chicago. The way people are talking about him, the way that front office is rating him in terms of trade value is absolutely insane. So let's look at the stats here. He has had 2 seasons of being an above average MLB pitcher and only 1 season of being a great pitcher. The one above average season, he had over a 3.9, so he was getting around in the similar area to Marcus Stroman. Is that pitcher valuable? Yes, that pitcher could be valuable. At the price tag that they are putting on him, saying it's Spencer Jones, or we want Everson Pereira, Oswald Peraza, Will Warren, Chase Hampton, and more, you've got to be out of your fucking mind if you think that that production that I am showing on the screen is worth all that prospect haul. Because if you add a Spencer Jones, they want extra on top of that. I get that the Yankees need to stop prospect hugging, but there is a point. It's not prospect hugging, it's holding out for a fair deal. This right here proves to me, seeing a lot of Yankees fans go, man, the Yankees need that starting pitcher, so come on, you just trade Spencer already. It shows to me none of you would make it in an MLB front office. Would I make it in an MLB front office? Probably not. Something you guys don't understand is there's a way this would bite us in the ass so much worse than not having that ace of Gerrit Cole for 2 months. You trade Spencer Jones, you trade Oswald Peraza, you trade Everson Pereira, you trade Will Warren and Chase Hampton all in the same deal to get Dylan Cease. Now, what if Dylan Cease goes back to the 4.9 that he put up last year, or within those 4s that he put up for the other years that he wasn't good? Now everyone's looking at Brian Cashman with a side eye going, what the fuck was that? And that's exactly the problem with trading for Dylan Cease. I get it. There's a lot of talent there and there's a lot of potential. So people want to hop on that bandwagon and be like, Dylan Cease is that guy. He has never proven to be that. This valuation from the White Sox is showing me they value him at a level that he's a top 10 pitcher in baseball. Tell me right now, based off of last year alone, would any of you put him in the top 5 of baseball? Hell fucking no. This is not a top 10 pitcher in baseball. This is probably a maybe middle of the pack pitcher in baseball. That's not worth what they want to get for him. And it's getting to a point where Yankees fans are getting a little desperate. And I understand, seeing that Gerrit Cole is out scares a lot of people. Seeing that Carlos Rodon, barring today's performance, has not been good. If we just look at it from a value comparison, I don't see where the value is of trading that much stock Dylan Cease. Because Dylan Cease, to me, if Marcus Stroman pitches like he has in spring training, and I understand it's just spring training, but if he pitches similar to this, I'm choosing Marcus Stroman over Dylan Cease. Carlos Rodon can figure things out and pitch like he did today. I'm picking Carlos Rodon over Dylan Cease. Now, look at me with a straight face and say, would you trade Spencer Jones, Everson Pereira, Oswald Peraza, Will Warren, and Chase Hampton for a number 3 starter? Let's please get some common sense when we're talking about Dylan Cease. I understand there's a lot of potential there. And I understand that he's in an organization that is probably not suited to be fostering big-time prospect. Luis Robert is one of the best players in baseball right now. He's with the same team. Why can't Dylan Cease perform to that level if he's of that ilk? It's because he's not of that ilk. Now, a guy who is of that ilk, Blake Snell, is still on the market. Boris is kind of shitting the bed this offseason because everyone thought about, okay, Bryce Harper didn't sign until March 13th, and he signed for a bag. So maybe Boris will end up with this bag. Matt Chapman signed for $54.5 million. Blake Snell is probably not looking at too far of a fate than Cody Bellinger. To me, if I'm a Yankees fan right now and I'm seeing that Gerrit Cole will not be back, we need a guy who we can trust. Even if he's only pitching 5 to 6 innings, we need a guy that we know could be locked down. Blake Snell is a guy we know could be locked down. The walks are an issue. He finds a way out of it. That's the type of guy we need. A guy who has proven to win not 1, 2 Cy Youngs. Nolan Ryan didn't win 1. Point that out. Nolan Ryan did not win 1 Cy Young. Blake Snell has won 2. Gerrit Cole just won his first, and Blake Snell has won 2. I'm not saying he's a better pitcher than them, but he's of that ilk. He has proven to be of that ilk. He has pitched well in postseasons. They should have won the 2020 World Series. Kevin Cash not taking him out in the 5th. These are all factors I'm taking into account when I'm looking at if we're going to add a pitcher, who we should add. Blake Snell has a proven track record of being of that ilk, of the top, which would be a number 1 in your rotation. Dylan Cease has not. Now, is he proven to be good enough for the number 1 of Chicago's rotation? Chicago's rotation is in a free fall, and so is their organization. That organization is pitiful. So, of course, if you're a big fish in a small pond, that's cool for you. But this is an ocean. Yankee Stadium is an ocean. He's a little fish in this ocean. Blake Snell would come in as a big fish in this ocean. And I think a lot more Yankees fans need to start getting a clearer head about that. Well, he's young, he's got years on his deal, he's an average pitcher, and there's potential there, but he's never proven to be more than an above average pitcher, where he had a really good ERA 1 year. And look, I'm probably going to get a bunch of the stat heads to come in here and say there's some advanced analytics that proves that Blake Snell or that Dylan Cease is very much a viable pitcher that's gotten unlucky, blah, blah, blah. Results matter. Dylan Cease has not gotten the results that are necessary to make this a true argument. Blake Snell is probably going to cost you $90 million. I'd rather spend $90 million than trade my entire farm system for an average pitcher. I'd rather give the guy who I know could be of that ilk $90 million. But I don't know. That's just me. I'm going to leave it off to you guys. What do you guys think about this? Is Dylan Cease actually of that ilk and I'm really tripping here? Let's talk about some spring training results. Aaron Judge seems to be fine. I already brought up the Gerrit Cole news. Time for some results. I'm loving the fact that Anthony Volpe is stepping up right now. Anthony Volpe this spring is doing exactly what Yankees fans have asked him to do. .313 batting average, hasn't hit a homer yet, but he's shown some pop. He has 4 RBIs. He has an .809 OPS. Last year, that was in the 6s. And I know, spring training results aren't always what matters, but you could see with those stats, the shift in focus Anthony Volpe has brought to his game. A lot of that has to do with flattening out his swing. We're going to hope that he can maintain that. Right now, it's looking like Anthony Volpe could be a very viable option for that leadoff spot, especially with the way DJ LeMahieu has come out in spring. Results aren't always what matters in spring, but it is a little concerning knowing the DJ LeMahieu age, knowing that DJ LeMahieu had a rough first half of 2023. Can we really afford that this season? I don't think we can, especially with the Gerrit Cole injury. I don't think we can afford it. Now look, there is protection behind him because you have Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, and then hopefully Giancarlo comes back. Anthony Rizzo looks really good. Austin Wells has looked really good. And then even Anthony Volpe there. But I'm saying if we could have Anthony Volpe at that top of the lineup, figure out if he's actually of that ilk or if this is just fool's gold. Because if this is fool's gold, then fine. DJ LeMahieu is the proven guy. We cannot afford to have DJ start off 210 batting average with a less than 300 on base percentage. That can't happen. You need to put guys on base for Juan Soto and Aaron Judge to drive in. And right now, Anthony Volpe looks like that type of guy. Right now, Anthony Volpe has an on-base percentage of 371. That's the type of shit you need at the top of your order. 371 is elite. Elite. Props to Anthony Volpe. It seems like he has been in the lab. He has done the requisite work, his style of hitting down to a T. Hopefully, this doesn't mean the power is never going to come back. I mean, having a shortstop with that type of power is a utilized skill, something the Yankees need mostly, so I'm fine if he's turned into a contact hitter. But I would like it if he could have a bit more pop with it. But I'm definitely liking this more than I liked last year's Volpe, getting a less than 300 on base percentage. In my starting pitching ramble at the beginning, Marcus Stroman has had probably one of the best springs he could have asked for. Marcus Stroman in 10 1/3 innings has a 1.74 ERA with 7 strikeouts and a .77 whip. This is the type of start that Marcus Stroman really needed to sort of try and gain some trust in the fan base. Now look, is he actually a number one in this rotation? Probably not. I would say without Gerrit Cole and without signing someone, he probably is the guy I most trust. Like I said in my last video, he seems exactly like the type of guy that you want to just throw in there in the postseason. We're up 1-0, or if we're tied in the series 2-2, it's a game 5 situation. You need one of your big dogs to sort of get you the advantage back in the series. This is the guy I want on the mound. Maybe not for a closeout, because I'm reserving that for our best pitcher, which is Gerrit Cole, but that step below where it's like we need to gain advantages in the series so that we can get the opportunity to close it out. That's the guy I want on the mound. Marcus Stroman is proving a lot. I'm really happy to see that he's acclimating to the team very well. It seems like he's very much an asset to this locker room and not. Another guy who has really stepped up in the spring is Alex Verdugo. Another guy who we did not expect to step in. He is showing his range of talent. He's known for hitting doubles. He's done that this season, this spring training. He's known for getting on base. He's done that. He can do situational hitting. He has proven a lot. Again, another guy that will step into that lineup and just make it deeper than it was last year. This is the type of thing we need now that Cole is out for 1 to 2 months. We need those 1 to 2 months to be offensively. We need an amazing start to our offense, and I believe we can get there. This offense has a lot of potential. Juan Soto has obviously impressed. Not fully going to talk about what's impressed me, because everything has impressed me about Juan Soto as a whole. Hit this season, hit this spring training. This spring training is giving me a lot of confidence that this offense can give us a big boost come 2024 season. I'm truly hoping that this offense can sort of shorten the doubters out there, because not only have the Yankees gotten a deeper lineup, is they've got a very diverse lineup now. So let's go through it. So if we're going to stick to what Aaron Boone said, that DJ LeMahieu is the automatic leadoff hitter, it's going to be DJ LeMahieu, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, Giancarlo Stanton, Alex Verdugo, our catcher, and Anthony Volpe. Top to bottom is left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Fucking awesome. Because what was one of our problems last year? When they go to the bullpen, they know they can bring in a righty because we just have a stacked out full of righties, and then Anthony Rizzo just slotted up here. You can no longer choose to go to the bullpen because you know what the Yankees are bringing to the plate. No matter what, there is going to be diversity to this lineup, and that is going to be more of a factor than you think. Because now you bring in a lefty, well then, you bring in a lefty for Soto, now you're facing Judge with a lefty. Oh, you bring in a righty for DJ LeMahieu, now you're facing Soto. Oh, you brought in a righty for the middle of the lineup. Well, now you're facing Alex Verdugo with a righty and Anthony Rizzo with a right. This lineup is so diverse and so well put together now, there is a chance a Blake Snell or without a Dylan Cease. This offense may be able to carry us through those months. And then once we get Cole back, we're obviously going to hope that he can put together a campaign similar to last season and sort of carry us to this division crown. But anyways, guys, that seems to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed this. I wanted to sort of set the record straight of what I thought about these two pitchers. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that I'm way off base about Dylan Cease? Do you think I'm sort of giving Blake Snell too much props? Let me know down below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.